Welcome to the Cape Route Rally of 2024, and this is the 4x4 edition. Our aim is to find the most difficult 4x4 routes in South Africa, and in the convoy we've got Antony with his patrol running on 37s, followed by Andries with his monster of a Defender, Antonio in his Discovery 2, Gerard in another patrol running on 35s, we then have Louis in his single cab supercharged Land Cruiser, Gordon with his FJ Cruiser, we have two Jasons of which both of them have a 100 series Land Cruiser, then we've got Sean in his 80 series Land Cruiser, and then finally we have the camera crew in the Toyota Hilux. Day 1 was our warm-up day, and what better way to start it than at Koningskop 4x4 route, and to make it better, in the rain. And just like that, our 4x4 section has been completed. We then made our way onto the next 4x4 route, which would be Marcuskraal.
You make it look so difficult for
I actually want to see what, do you hear that clank at the bottom there? Like a couple of...
It's just the bash plate.
Turn to driver's side.
I think he's lying.
So, drive back.
He's on his diff.
It's on his diff.
Yes. Yes. There we go. Yeah. It just went...
Too deep.
Despite the small hiccup, we carried on with the 4x4 trail. We carried on into the dark and finally made it to our night's accommodation.
What we decided for this trip was that we're not going to tell anyone where we're going. And that way we can hopefully put in some really big trails without people, exiting the group. And everyone has their own level. So you're trying to cater for a lot of different levels. But here, the fundamental basis was we want guys who are experienced and guys who have got BMT, they can tackle difficult situations when we need to, they can recover themselves, they carry the right equipment. And so when you add those elements together, that means that you can go and hit some grade 5 trails. And so there are a few of us that have purpose-built our cars for grade 5 plus trails. And they may not be overlanders and they may not be shiny and pretty, but they are pretty good all-rounders at covering ground and then tackling cool trails. So today we hit Koningskop first in hard rain. So according to them, that's a grade 5 trail in the rain. And it had its moments. I don't think it was quite grade 5, but it had its moments. But it's a beautiful, lovely trail. And for anyone wanting to go there, there's 2 trails. So if you want to do the more scenic trail, there is another one. But we chose not to do that. We then skipped over to Marcuskraal. I took the lead and said, "See ya," and off I went. And that's got some challenging features in it, some loose rocks, and absolutely stunning vistas, like beautiful. So we finished after dark, which meant we got to use our spotlights and our high beams and, drive in a different dynamic, which is always fun. And as you can see behind me, it's bright time. So on this trip, we have different braai masters. Tonight is steak rolls. And I can tell you, all of us are looking forward to it. So it's been a fantastic day one with a good group of guys. And yeah, can't wait to do this all again tomorrow.
Toyota's had a bit of a difficult time getting up, which is that guy over standing to your right.
My mate's sponsor.
Yeah.
It's got all my fuel covered for the weekend.
While you guys are here, tell me what bets have you guys got going?
So come back, where are you going?
16 grand.
All I'll say- 16?
16
It's actually-
it started at 5.
It's not at 5, it's about
But
55
Jack
now.
Russell kept barking.
I know, so it's about 55,000 and pink slips.
What?
For his very slow Toyota. Actually, it's parked over there if you want to look at that. But yeah, so we were pleasantly surprised last night that we're going to go Lambersbay Dunes, which is going to be friggin' awesome.
Go to the ATM first.
Actually, petrol station.
Fuel.
Yeah, I know.
You need fuel.
Yeah, exactly. So Lambertsbay, which was quite a nice surprise actually. It's a bit different. It'll be nice to compare it to Atlanta Sand Dunes, so it'll be quite cool.
Just on the dunes, right? That's the one place that we're gonna roll a car, break a car, jump over a dune, land on the front. So
One of the rules is keep them on the wheels, please.
yeah. So let's just warm up in the dunes. These dunes are not Atlantis, they're a little bit different and they're quite sharp and pointy. And then Louis is gonna guide us and he's gonna find the right spot for your bet. Because we're all still amped for that. Like
The bet is who gets stuck first.
exactly. The bet is who gets stuck first, and we're going to say this on camera now that we know that the bet got escalated way bigger than where it initially started, but we're going to just keep it at the initial number, okay?
Which is
55k.
Yeah.
it involves you being stuck, right?
Yes.
I have to go to a loan by Andy.
Yeah.
What do we define as stuck? Not be mobile. Cannot
Yeah.
move further.
Yeah. If you have to dig yourself out, you are stuck.
You start stuck.
There we go. Cool.
And if you can't actually get there, then you are also stuck, right? I also wanted
Yes.
to touch my tire.
If you can't get to something that he's done, then he wins.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. That would be the same as stuck.
Yeah. Are you sure you want to get on this bet?
Look, he's drinking Red Bull. I'd like you guys to shake. And then, oh my God. Not an arm wrestle, just a shake.
Just intervene.
Right, let's go have fun because this place is awesome.
I think I'm in trouble. What if I can recover myself?
There's no recovering after this. That's it.
Back from this.
That's it. No, don't stop. Keep going. Keep going.
Whose car didn't want to start? His?
Going on petrol.
All lying to the side. Tell me what happened.
You know, the adrenaline kicks in. And then you decide that you're going to follow Louis Schmidt whilst drifting. And we said we'd get it on video, so we went super close. And he just went so slow, and I was at full power, opposite lock. And I basically just like went and like basically slowed down to this position. And then I think from the angle, the fuel can't pick up. So now I've got no fuel. So now we're going to go in neutral, try get it around, and then just roll back. In theory.
Good luck. What is it?
Only Jesus would know. Jesus with the car guards. Yeah, I'm parking this. I'm not.
Park at the mechanic, let them fix it. He's already getting his car fixed.
Scared to touch the accelerator.
After some running repairs and fuel tanks refilled, we made our way to the next 4x4 route, which would be Boegoeberg.
Put off.
Just turn the video. Right. You guys right?
You guys okay? Listen. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, I had to.
Okay, quick one. Let's all just push it up on the real quickly.
The rock.
You're right.
Your wife's gonna fucking kill you.
Don't break yourself.
Are you okay?
This isn't your first time at this angle, then don't be like, normal.
One, two, three, go!
Actually, this is a 3-ton fucking vehicle. I don't think. Do you reckon we're going to try and get it? Let's just get our timing right.
Okay.
Hang on, now I'm coming in.
Hang on.
Okay.
One,
Ready?
2, 3, go!
1, 2, go on!
Let's push! Go!
Okay, this front's gonna drop high now.
No, so it's fine. Just slowly down and.
Can I drive this now?
Just start the drive.
Start up. You've got about a meter drop here. There we go.
Just go slow.
That's right there. Okay. Hold it.
Okay. Good end.
To the back, just slowly for the back to drop. Turn this way a bit.
Hold on it. Hold on it.
Is that what it's like driving behind me?
That's a battle skull.
So this whole weekend, my first prize.
You know what? Henry has got his ankle grinder. We can.
I wouldn't do that. No.
This one ain't gonna. This one's fast.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Day 2, we started super early, so Oaks were in their cars by 8. It's now 7:30, so we've driven for just about the whole day. I had a phone call from my wife saying, "But why are you guys still driving? It's dark." And I said, "Because we're having fun. You know, this is what it's all about." So, and we want it to be challenging. So we first went to the Lambersbay Dunes, and Louis Smith from Desert Storm Extreme in Worcester, he managed to get us private access to the dunes. And with the rain that we had yesterday, it was super grippy. And for those of you who have been to those dunes, it's very different to Atlantis. More towards like that sort of Namibian sand, especially in color. But it was hard, which meant, you know, you could really do some steep stuff. We had a challenge. We had the bet.
So the bet was a $5,000 bet. So 5,000 rand less richer.
The bet was that the disco was going to beat me at a few challenges.
And Jason Kirkham, in his 105 EFI, won the bet quite convincingly. So Antonio, I'm sorry for you, pal, but you owe him some clips. And then Louis is a sandmaster. He's got an awesome truck, supercharged. A supercharged Toyota FJ motor. So he's making 300 kilowatts and 500 and something newtons, and he's light. He's only 2.2 tons. So he can pedal. He can really pedal in the sand. So I think we all learned a lot from him. We followed in. I'm sure you're going to see in the video. It was epic. It really was one of my funnest times in the dunes. Running with beadlock rims and bigger tires and a re-geared diff ratio. My car was just epic in the dunes. I absolutely loved it. It was just proper. So I think we all probably pushed past our normal limits, and that's exactly what you want. You know, I came back from the one session and my hands were shaking. The adrenaline was like buzzing through my fingertips, and it's the kind of rush that you get when you're on a superbike and your eyes are on stalks and you're looking at everything. So that was absolutely epic. And we had a few guys doing running repairs. They were in Lamberts Bay, fixing brake lines, fixing tires, and so they met up with us later. And then we came back to Boegoeberg, where we wanted to tackle Cederberg's trails. And that certainly didn't disappoint as well. So Boegoeberg definitely delivered. We made every obstacle count. We put the wheels where they shouldn't be. We tried to go for quite a bit of lean angle. At one point we were really tipping over to the left, and thankfully, Dieter, you guided me out of that situation. I could have put my hand down and sort of rubbed the terrain.
I actually thought we were going to tip over before it happened, and then we went around the corner and
Came around the corner and saw Gerard from GTX sitting up on the rock. He decided to, I don't know, try and attack him, try to drive over him.
And about 30 seconds later, we went to the other side, but all the way over.
It was very, very slow-mo, and when it went, it was, okay, it's going to go now. And it was, it just lay over. It wasn't actually too bad.
It's a very slow impact, so it's not like a big shock to the system. It's not like having a car crash where, two things collide and airbags go off.
Been blamed for losing weight because I was on the upper side of the car, the back, and apparently my weight loss has influenced the car going over to its side. So just take a little nap on the side. So.
Luckily, everyone was okay. Nobody had their arms outside of the car. It definitely added to the drama of the day. And thankfully, we were, 15 or 14 guys, so we could push a 3-ton patrol over. Otherwise, we could probably still be there trying to recover it at night.
But we had a good laugh, We had Gordon and Anton in the back seat, and Antony almost sitting on my lap. But yeah, it was a good laugh, and I'm glad everything was fine. And it's all part of the game, so it was good.
So yeah, we all climbed out of the car one by one, and then we managed to push it over. And damage isn't too bad, so we live to tell the tale. A couple of battle scars, and these trips are about making memories and having stories to tell. We've got one life. Let's live it to its fullest, and that means that there's going to be a few mishaps along the way, and it's going to be a great story to tell down the line. We're going to tackle a trail which Louis has done a few times with some of his mates. And when he explained this trail to me, he said, "Antony, do you want to do something really tough?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "You need big tires, ground clearance, you need front and rear lockers. If you don't have that, there's no chance you're going to be able to do it."
I don't think my gradient gauge is going to measure that. That's too steep.
So I said, "What's this trail's name?" And he said, "Johnny Poort."
It's pretty nerve-wracking, but it's what we signed up for. So it's what we built our cars for. And I think the best is still to come.
And according to Louis, and I have driven grade 5 and grade 5 plus with him, this is described as a grade 5 plus plus. So I think there's going to be some rock packing. There's for sure lockers are going to be engaged. I think the more mild cars are going to have to sit this one out, and collectively as a group we're going to have to work together to get the cars through the trail.
You can go back, just go back that much. A little more. Go on. I'll give that a go.
Hij is een mooie baan. Ja, voor een wiel om op de kop. Rood's blok. We don't have the tools.
As ons daar spin en jy gly daar, dan jy nee wat. Dan is jy op 'n angle wat en daar's niks wind voor.
Onthou wat het ek julle gesê, jy ry nie hierdie ding met traction.
Nee,
Jy ry met
hy was momentum. Ja, nee, hy wil
So as jy hier met momentum omkom en dan kom 'n fout.
en dan fuck momentum weer.
Kyk maar waar jy val, want jy het geen beheer nie. So phone your wives, send your loves.
Os. Tot los.
En onthou nou, julle is hier. Kom net heel onder asseblief.
Tuck and roll guys.
Check julle tande, kyk waar julle trap.
Chicken out halfway up.
Actually what needs to happen is your knees need to give in. If your knees give in, you have no other choice, you have to drive. Because you're not going to loop, you're going to drive. Louis, yes, Louis. Hierdie klippietjie lyk aan klein en hy groot is raak. Hierdie is nou ewesklik nie meer 'n probleem nie. Yes, ons het nou baie gewaar oor Roma. Hier is nie 'n serieus probleem.
Well, the tour guide, the group leader doesn't want to do it. He was to spin left and right there. And thank God he's got some sense in it. We're starting to wonder if he had no friends left, because every time he comes somewhere like this, and his friends say, "Tata." Yeah, but I don't think this is. I don't think it's doable. Huh? With the that huge boulder. Forget about this boulder. That big boulder up there. It ain't happening.
After collectively deciding not to take on Johnny's support, the next mission was to try and get everyone to turn around on this narrow path.
Hold on. You got only a little bit. Like 10 seconds. Yeah, that's it. Swing. Getting close. You're about to touch. You need a touch.
Oh, we're at the same spot, man. No bad.
Abandoned ship.
What we do is we go up the other side because it's quite a nice view from there. Have you been there? It's quite a nice view from the top, just to take some pictures.
After a bit of struggling, we finally managed to get everyone to turn around, and slowly we backtracked our way back down the mountain. We looped all the way around the mountain until we reached the top of Johnny's Poort. I think there was a bit of miscommunication, because what started as a joke soon turned into reality. Wat sê jy, wat doen ons?
Ons try nou daai klip uit die pad uit. Dis ons mission. Ons soek die 180 hier. Wie se mission is dit?
That's some physics, eh?
Not the picnic spot.
It chose the pit.
Die pad.
Jy kan boor om ry,
Ja,
maar hier kan jy nie oor om ry nie.
dis watch it out, I love Jack, nee.
Hy's alright, ek het hom. Nee, ek is reg. Staan maar wyd as die jack.
Right, let's go.
Give it that
Give it a push. Ja, ek dink jy moet hom nou oor.
Just watch that Jack flying.
Watch it doesn't fall into you.
No, you can't stand there, but as long as we all get in.
Yeah, alvast jy die jack.
Let's get in.
Okay, 3.
Right, gaat hy. What shit? I'm here, thank you. Thanks for the save.
Dat is een goede roep, hè?
Maar ja, opknoop. Maar als je een beetje vlees is.
Safe. No.
You're gonna bounce it because if you're there, your brakes, nothing's gonna fucking hold.
No.
And you can't ride it because then you're gonna bounce more. So it's a bit of a catch-22 there.
I should have bought second-hand seat covers.
Ik ga voor je zeggen om skills. En ik is ja. Nee, ik
zeg respect, no problem.
Ik ga om skip.
After clearing a route, reality set in and the nerves were sky high. Everyone knew they now had to make a decision if they were going to drive this track or not, and soon we heard our first contender.
Nou is het voorbij. Pas wat gooi. Net hier zo gaan hij nou val. Ja. Hier zo is grip hier zo, soos alright. Hier op hy sement. Reguit, reguit. Op het klip. Jy is reg. Mooi man.
Gerard, wat zie jij?
Nee, mag maar. En die oom is aan die brand.
Volgende mal nee.
Verstaan jij?
Jij die volgende mal nee.
I don't know if you should call them brave or insane, but next up was Andries in his Defender. Are you going to let a Land Cruiser and a Defender show you up?
Come on, boys. You see me can be done. Go.
It was it's a hectic place, but I've waited 20 years to see it, and it's something else. It's proper. It's as hardcore as everyone's made it out to be. I think I'm gonna have to wait a few more years before I attempt anything like that. Maybe one day when I'm big. Yeah, that's a proper vehicle breaker.
No one else was brave enough to take on Johnny's Poort, and so with the sun setting and time running out, we decided to head back to the main town and make our way to our night's accommodation.
It's been a good, solid 4 days on the road, lots of hours behind the wheel. I think there might be some masseuses and chiropractors in need for some of the old creaky bones, but epic, absolutely epic. I mean, there are so many highlights. So what do you take out of it? For me, it's food for the soul. It's energy. It's a story to tell. It's just the things that make us live.
As 'n moes so lekker span. Al die ouens het lekker karre en hulle ry 'n lekker pace en die roetes was baie lekker. Ek het die duine geniet. Die Lambersbay Dunes was baie lekker geweest. Duine is lekker styl. Was bietjie nat soos makliker as gewoonlik, maar dit was nog steeds challenging. Duine is lekker styl en die dune surfing was lekker geweest saam met Louis en al in die hele groep.
We watched him do this epic, crawl across the dunes. And I looked at what was below and I thought, oh, that's quite dangerous. My car's a bit heavy. And then he said, follow me. And the moment I followed him, the next guy followed him. And before you knew it, we had a pack of wolves descending on this dune. And it was awesome. And we all went around, 4 or 5 times. It was super cool.
Het was lekker om die ouens se gesigte te sien by Johnny's Poort. Dit was awesome. Ek het self nie geweet waar vir myself inlaat nie. Vir Johnny's Poort op die video's wat ek gesien het, lyk dit baie plat. Dit lyk kan dit crawl, maar Johnny's Poort is iets anders. Dit is die moeilikste klim wat ek nou al gesien het in my lewe. Dit is baie styl. Baie stylers wat lyk op die video. Dit is so styl en losklip dat jy kan dit nie crawl nie. Jy gaan dit amper soos 'n duin moet uitcharge. En dis baie styl en baie trappe en goed, so dit gaan interessant raak.
So the issues that I had with my car, there was a lot of modifications that went into prior to the trip, and most of them worked. Unfortunately, the guy sitting behind the wheel was probably the worst part about it. So I think we were in Boegoeberg, and near the top I was sort of flexing for the cameraman at the time, and my wheel dipped down whilst flexing, and it just lightly tipped over. And we all climbed out the car. No one was injured, thankfully, and the damage is pretty minimal. So.
Ek het 2 pap wiele gehad. Ek het die een sommer gou geplak en hom gepomp en nou net het ons tyre geseparate. So hy die tread en die band het heeltemal in mekaar te kom. Dis nou van bietjie te vinnig, bietjie te lank met bietjie te pap wiele ry. Tyres is baie lief vir pap ry vir baie lankie en raak bietjie warm en dan separately tyres is baie oud. So dis hoekom ek ou 2 ons tyres ry is juist vir die rede ons gee hulle baie pak.
Yeah, so what would you have to do to your car to come and join us? Power. Every time somebody says, can we come and do this, I always say, guys, you need over 200 kilowatts. If you want to come to the dunes and play properly, you need over 200 kilowatts. You definitely need a minimum of a 33 and preferably a 35. I don't think beadlocks are a need, but obviously they do help when you're in the dunes especially. Mud tires for sure. If you want to really take advantage of all the terrains, you know, if you drive an all-terrain really fast on the gravel road and then you put your muds on, it's night and day difference. The muds are just so much stronger. The lateral loads that you can build into the sidewalls are much higher. So, and the braking is very much improved on a mud. And then obviously suspension, you know, you need to go like 3-4 inches, and then come with the right car, you know. Don't come with a Discovery 2.
Ek moet terugkom, my naam is op Johnny's Poort, ons moet kom om op te gaan, ons moet net nog genoeg jong manne bring om klippe te skuif en klippe te pak, want daar's 'n paar groot rotse in die pad wat gaan moet geskuif word vir die opgaanslag. Ek het so 'n bietjie planne om die kar te upgrade, definitief patrolaste en gearbox moet hier inkom, want ek dink as ek die Johnny's Poort op attempt het, sou ek iets gebreek het, die CV's klap klaar, ne? So hulle sal definitief nie gesmile het met my nie.
Yeah, guys, we've had an epic trip, and come and join us on the next one. We're going to do a few of these a year, and we're going to do 4x4s, we're going to do classic cars, we're going to do supercars, we're going to do some trips overseas, and it's always about pairing up the right people for it. You know, so we bring in the right guys like a Louis and a G-Tech and yourself. And that way, the guys who are joining, they get the most out of it. So come and follow Cape Route Rally, come and follow G-Tech, come and support Dieter, and come and have a good time.